Hi friends, it's Kristen, or Krusty if you prefer to call me that, that is fine. For today's video, I have this palette from Nomad. So we're going to open her up together. We got this postcard, Nomad, Route 66. On the road again, come with us on a road trip of a lifetime through historic Route 66 with all its quirky stops and stunning landscapes. We hope you are inspired by the feelings of freedom, adventure, and nostalgia to create road trip looks you love. Cheers to your road of dreams, Felicia and... I don't know the co-founder. I should know their name. But anyway, I don't. Sorry. So the cause is we are so proud to support the Nature Conservatory and their work to maintain the health of the iconic prairies of the central U.S. So Nomad, if you are not familiar, they are an indie makeup brand. They do palettes based on like destinations or traveling, and then they always have give back that they support with each palette. So this is the outer package. I got so excited I didn't show you. And then the inner package is the same. Yes. Oop. And we got one that kind of didn't really break as much as just kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It kind of broke around the edges, but it doesn't even need any alcohol or anything, just got to push it back down. So it's Comet 2 is the one that kind of rose up. So that's what she looks like. So I saw that green right there and I was like, absolutely. But we're going to do two looks, so. And I'm definitely going to use that green and that pink, even though I'm usually not a bright pink girl, that pink is calling out to me as well. But we're going to do two looks, so that'll kind of be the direction I go in. I'm going to take this fluffier brush and go into Go West, which is right there. That's going to be my crease and kind of above the crease shade because I do have hooded eyes, so I try to get it a little bit above the crease, that way you can actually see it. So something that Nomad does, besides just, you know, giving back, with every palette, they have a different cause. They also do a guessing game. So they do it on Instagram and Facebook. And I think it's always like 4 questions where you kind of guess kind of the vibe of the palette, like where it's going to be at, certain places that inspired it, and then usually the last clue is like, what is this called? And this time they also did like a word game where it was like a word scramble. And I love word games like that because I'm a big nerd. And I've participated before in the guessing game, but I wasn't as diligent as I was about this time. So on both Instagram and Facebook, I went on there and did my guesses, and I think I got them all right. So then at the end of the guessing game, Nomad picks random winners. I'm not exactly sure how many total, but I won this time, so I was really, really stoked. I'm gonna go into On the Road again, this brown up here, to do my outer corner and underneath. And so Felicia sent me a message on Facebook, and I was so excited to find out that I won I was one of the winners of the guessing game, so she sent the palette out to me, and here we are. So I'm very excited. I did get a palette also from Nomad last, I think it was about a year ago. But that was their Starfish, which is, I don't know if they do that on Facebook too. But it was on Instagram where you can nominate a creator, and they randomly get picked to pick a palette of their choice. So I got that last year. All my sisters nominated me, thank you. So it's just really exciting to win and be recognized, and so I'm thrilled. All right, so we're gonna go in with the pink, which is El Rancho. So I have only been on a very small part of Route 66, not very much of it at all. I think it'd be really fun because they do have a lot of just little quirky things, and they have the Cadillac part where they have those Cadillacs sticking out of the ground, and I just really think fun little niche cutesy things are just fun. So pretty. Okay, and then we're gonna go into the orange, which is Monger Moss. So this is my 12th Nomad palette. So I'm going to do a ranking of Nomad palettes. I think I want to, but I'm also stressed out about it. I get stressed when I rank things because I feel like I'm offending somebody. They're palettes, it's makeup, they're not going to be offended. But also, my vibes change day to day. So what one palette might be number one one day might not be number one the next day. But also it's makeup. I should not read so much into it. So I am planning on doing that sometime, because I think, it might be one of my, what am I trying to say? It might be the brand that I have the most palettes from. 12 is quite a bit. So I really do think that's the brand. Nomad is my most populated eyeshadow palette brand. I kind of wish, I know they did several years ago, they did do some highlighters and other things, smaller palettes, and they do the travels, the airport series, which this with the 6 pans. Okay, so that's our first pink and orange look. Okay, and next up, I'm gonna go in with Blue Whale, which is that one right there. I think I'm gonna do a halo eye with this one. So I want a smaller, fluffier brush to get a little bit more detailed, and also just because I have small hooded eyes, as I've mentioned. You're like, Errol, we heard you. And so using big brushes doesn't always work out very well for me. So I'm going to do it just a little bit on the outer corner and the inner corner. But as I was saying, it would be nice if Nomad did other things too. Again, I just a thought, because they do have a great formula with their eyeshadow, so I think they would put as much integrity and love into other things too. So I can expand my collection. This is very selfish of me. I just want to buy more things. And then I'm going to go on my inner corner. Once again, just very mindful to not do too much because we want to save room for those shimmers. But it's also too, it's nice that they don't just throw out things either just to have more product. So I see it both ways, I guess. So I'm going to go in with Blue Swallow, which is the bright blue. So did you guys pick up this palette? Do you guys follow Nomad? Did you participate in the guessing games? As I said, this is the first time I've been like really dedicated to the guessing games because I don't know, I forget, and sometimes like things don't show up on my feed in a timely manner, like especially Instagram, so I kind of forget. But I saw some spoilers, and also just like having the word, like the unscrambling game was just really fun to me because, like I said, I like word games and stuff like that, so it really appealed to me. So I hope they keep doing stuff like that too. That'll be fun. So I'm going to take the same brush, but I cleaned it off, and then we're going to go in with Rest Haven, which is that neon green that just made me go, I love it. And this is just gonna go in the middle. And I might use my finger just for more bang for my buck, and because I'm kind of putting it everywhere, I've gotten away from using my fingers as much with shimmers because of how small my eyelids are. It kind of gets messy. So it's hard to be very precise with your finger on teeny tiny sad girl eyelids. So, but if I'm just dabbing it in the middle, I think we should be good. And then also I'm going to take Marsh Bridge, which is this one right here, and do that in my inner corner. And I'm going to do under, well, I'm going to take Main Street America and put that under. I'll show it to you in just a second. And then also on top, put the Marsh Bridge. And then I think too, so Main Street America is this one up here, kind of like pale green. I'm gonna take kind of a fluffy guy and do it just above the crease to just give it some softer edges. And then my mascara. And this is also a good palette to do a little get ready with me, because I did just come back from traveling. I came back, well, technically this morning. I got home, pulled up to the driveway about 1:45 from the Denver airport, which is like 4 hours away. And I was in Minnesota. My sister graduated college, so that was very exciting. So I got to see her walk, and I saw my niece and nephew, I saw my dad. It was a good time, but I'm glad to be home. Oh, that is just, those neons are gonna get me. I don't see myself using the neutrals a whole bunch, but they're pretty too. I really like kind of orange leaning neutrals that we got like right here and right up here. So even though they might not be like my first go-to, I think they're really nice just because I don't necessarily go towards neutrals a bunch. But I like these kind of tones of neutrals. So I think this is a wonderful palette. I am so happy to get it. Thank you so much, Nomad. I don't have words. Thank you so much. And you don't have to like have a YouTube channel or like a social media. Well, I mean, you have to be on Facebook and Instagram to play the game, but you don't necessarily have to be like a content creator or anything. Anybody can participate and be part of that. So, you know, the next time they come out with a palette and you're interested, follow them, play the guessing game, and you could get a winning. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below, send your friends. We have fun here, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye.